Yay! 150 of you in here.
Here too.
Next level gaming versus maximum damage round 3. I told you it's gonna start. Wasn't lying. Maximum damage here. Aliens in Pipeworks. NLG down in Docking Bay as Marines.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be a 4-1 push.
Quite interesting.
And immediately going down here towards supply lines where there's 2 Marines.
Oh, I swear to God.
2 in gravity as well.
I did not just wait a frickin' hour between a match for a frickin' base rush.
Oh, somebody's bitter. Somebody's bitter.
Alright, Polly and Nuke building up supply lines. Vol, Kaku, Ken, and Ma all coming after them right now.
Smart play. Smart play. You know, getting Vol to pull the other guy away. Even if he hadn't pulled the guy away, he would have gotten from behind, which would have been really strong for them. The catch here is the commander has yet to drop any res.
Yeah, and now we're seeing Griff.
He hasn't even researched an upgrade. What is he doing?
Interesting. He's just sitting on
Tactic Elite. And there finally goes organ donation.
Yeah, Griff and Jay have pushed all the way into Oxy. Vol hot on their heels, and it looks like they're gonna take this. They're really extended right now.
Well, and this is smart because if they can even just hold this extractor for, you know, a minute and a half, it pays for itself and denies them an expansion res.
Yeah. We're seeing that Nuke and Pauly down in supply lines waiting for that redrop there. In repairs, we got 2%. Why is Alpha engaging Ben? Just... Okay, still, wait, and he leaves! He's leaving! What, did he forget?
Oh.
What? Oh, wait, he remembered. Oh, no, That is probably a number 3 on a Red Dogs roundup. That was
always pay attention to how much damage you do on a structure.
Oh.
And this is where the communication comes in again. If you're communicating, you are telling your team it's at 2%. So if you die, someone knows to go right in there and chip it.
And just blow on it. Griff and JJ, they built that RT in Oxy. That went up. Math and Alpha is on this RT here. Nuke is coming around the corner.
And Nuke's out of bullets. He's going to go down. Medpac's coming in to support, but it's just not going to help. And now a 2-man pressure team into the Hive, who has finally researched shift, but not a single spur has been dropped.
Structure and waypoint.
This might be really dangerous for maximum damage. You got 2 Marines this early in the game. If they're really good shots, they can really ruin just your entire flow.
Well, this is where the aliens can pull it back. You've got a Skulk coming all the way back to base, which you don't even really need. You should have been hitting the res and oxygenation so your commander could be spreading infestation already. You're easily going to clean up Marines this early in the Hive. Even if you get egg locked, you can come back and hit 2 Marines, no problem. And the benefit is, you would have already had oxygenation down. You would have been able to start hitting the res because they'd be forced all the way back and have no forward momentum. Again, it's communication. You've got to be calling this stuff better. And you've got to be knowing never commit more than 3 people unless you absolutely have to.
I was just about to mention, yeah, they basically overcommitted that defense there. Pulled almost everyone back. I mean, for just 2 Marines, I wouldn't have done that. Lose a lot of momentum around the map if you do that. Pauly and Nuke building up electrical core. We're seeing a fight happening over in waste recycling where Ben ends up going down.
And down in Docking Bay, the commander's only on 1 IP, and he has an arms lab, which is Research Armor 1. There is no OBS in this base.
You can see this. They've really capped like the rest of the map here. NLG playing a very, very strong Marine game right now. Maximum damage. Looks like they are really behind right now in just terms of map control, you know, and tech. Do you have a lurk out on the field?
Lurk's going to clean this up.
Yep.
And that's going to help. They need to get back in here in oxygenation and saved oxygenation. Jay takes the final shot. Takes down Kakadaf. And now this Harvester's in big trouble here in oxygenation. They really need someone to be scouting Marine Start too, because I think if they realized that there had been no obs until just now, that they could have done amazing base pressure to pull all the Marines back.
Oh, JJ team kills Griff with a pistol as Griff walked right in front of him during that engagement there in Oxy.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, in Season 3 of the NSL, friendly fire damage is turned on, so it does 33% of its normal damage to, I believe, structures and friends, right? Or is it just friends?
I believe it's just friends. I believe. I'd have to double check that because I've actually never even thought about the structures. But Kaku here in Baywing taking down this resource tower, 74%. We also got Vol doing the same thing in waste recycling, down over in supply lines. We got Jay up against Alpha, who's escaped down into the vents. And we're seeing now that Kaku gets knocked off this RT. Here comes Math around the corner as the Lurk fighting here in Baywing. Grip taking down Vol. Oh, and Math gets out of there with just 60 life. Moves over to Can as Griff and Pauly punch into waste recycling. They're going to try to cut off Can around the corner. Oh!
Where the hell did he just go?
Can fell.
Did he use suicide?
He belly slid into nothingness. He belly slid.
Oh my.
Oh, that is hilarious. Oh boy, Polly and Griff now outside Oxy.
So they're working on res. They got infestation spread up to waste recycling. They've got some Marines and oxygenation. They can clear these guys. They're still at armor 1, which is making it just slightly difficult. They're trying to get a phase gate up in here, crushing it now, and it looks like they're going to get that phase gate before it can be recycled. That's a good move. That's a good move. Now they need to really start pressuring the res. There's no Marines anywhere nearby yet, so it's like hit the res right now.
Yeah, I think killing the power there in Oxy is really going to delay anything being put back up in there. Organ donation that they just resisted there, saving that. No, the Harvester is actually still dying, so that infestation needs to go pretty quickly. There goes a phase gate up in Skylights. Math coming around a corner and seeing that, he's got to call the rest of MD before this phase gate goes up.
Phase gate goes up, the power's finished.
Oh, they're going to need to get on
And
here.
it's going to go down, and they're going to try to get on it as quickly as they can. Is there anybody in position to use it? Simba's coming through, 2 Marines spawning in, but not coming through the gate. They're just now coming through.
Where's the rest of maximum damage? Come on!
And where's the Drifter? The commander should have a Drifter over here by now.
Oh.
The Drifter's desperately trying to get by. They're cleaning these Marines up one by one, but now they're out of skulks. And the gate down to 43%.
Wow.
And filled up by Pauly.
Nice save. Nice save. I don't think it was that wasn't a very good execution by maximum damage. I think they got to the party too little too late. And now they're right outside in the vents trying to go up against this again. But in Oxy, 2 Marines are building up the power. And they're going to build up the phase gate there again. And this is what I was talking about before the game. Phase gate and Skylights, phase gate and Oxy. That's a strong position for a Pipeworks start.
Yeah, the biggest issue here is, you know, the pressure was happening in Oxy at the same time. And honestly, I would have given up the Harvester to take down this phase gate any day of the week. You'd have time to rebuild that Harvester. Getting this phase gate down would have been so much more important.
You want to look over at repairs, by the way? That same RT is still at 2%. Oh my god, he just got it now!
Wasn't it Alpha that was
It was Alpha!
Originally?
But Can was around the corner on the bottom of that room, just staring at it.
And you know what? I think Can is waiting for a positional Gorge Tunnel. I think they're going to actually go for a base rush here.
Oh,
Hey, it's going to be a Bile Bomb base rush because he's getting Gorge upgrades right now, and he is going to wait this out.
Yep, he's going to need Gorge upgrades to finish, then get the biomass really quick. Maximum damage.
They've already got biomass to 2. Does it need to be 3?
It needs to be 3, yeah.
So he's got to get that hive up.
Yeah, 1 will give you the Babblers, 2 is Shadow Step for Fades, and 3 is Bile Bomb for Gorges. Plus,
And there they go, and they tap that Harvester in organ donation, and now that goes down, putting them to 2. Again, oxygenation wide open. They cleared that up, but nothing dropped. trifecta of phase gates now blocking off up by Bay Wing.
Math just getting out of there as they come through skylights. Yep, and he's got the Bay Wing RT. So now the pressure on all sides of the map right now. I mean, fades out on the field. Kaku and Vol. Let's see if they do any do any sort of difference here up against these Marines.
Well, the fades are out. I mean, the fades are going to do some damage, but they're fades without upgrades because they're getting them as quickly as they can. And against 1-2. That's not very good odds for them because that's an extra swipe.
Oh, there's a gorge tunnel that went down in repairs in the corner.
Yep.
So they may try to do just one big push.
I think they will. But the problem is, like you said, they've got to get that hive up for the third biomass and, to get the bio bomb going.
Well, they can research. They still got one more research on their main hive for 30. So they can research it if they can get 30 T-res. They can research that last biomass at their only hive. Seeing these three fades here in waste recycling. Kaku taking down Nuke, and Griff looks like he's going to go down, doing a little bit of damage here. Wow, it's taking him forever to take Griff down.
Yeah, they're not being aggressive enough. I mean, you saw him go take one swipe and then run away. At this point, because their weapons is only at number 1, they have the ability to go 2 swipes before they do it. Okay, so you just spend the 30 res on biomass 3. Yep. The gorge tunnel is connected, and I think that's exactly what we're seeing. Oh, and he put down a shade, so it's completely hidden.
Yeah, and you can see the can as that gorge. So what, we're gonna have 3 fades, a gorge, and a lurk, so they're definitely going to do something here. But the thing is here is that NLG, when this happens, NLG is going to have to make a decision whether they just want to go right into Pipeworks.
They've got to go. What they've got to do is they've got to go right for the chair. And here we go. They're pushing through the tunnel.
Yep.
They've got to go for the chair. Nothing else, because he can already beacon, and they can already run back through the phase gate. So you've got to use the chair. Go for the chair, and that's not what they're going to do. You can't put 3 fades on an OBS and expect...
Oh, no. That was a bad decision because the phase gate is right there, and all of them are going to come through. One of these fades may get caught!
And why is there nobody in position then to hit the phase gate on the other side?
That was pointless because, look, because they got such a strong economy, they're just going to rebuild that. What was that? Like, why did the fades go without any other support? If they're going to do an all-in like that, do an all-in properly. See now, big fight happening here in organ donation as these guys try to come through. Nanotech has started. Weapons 2 has started.
Gorge is going around the other way. Can is coming back. Did they rebuild the obs and base? They did.
Yep. Can now doing a little RT harassing there in the pub RT, but I mean this is a strong phase gate position. They recycled the one in Skylights, relocated it to Oregon, which is definitely a huge offensive phase gate. It's going to be so hard for maximum damage now on one harvester to be able to do anything on this map other than use this gorge tunnel to rush their base. If they can catch NLG out of position...
Here's the thing. If the fades go down, they need to go all skulk with that gorge and just hit that chair. Because there's infestation all over the place, and Marines are out of position. That right now, it's oxygenation, organ donation, phase gates. The aliens are in a good position here to really take away the momentum. I'd actually like to see, maybe some whip play to get some of these RTs down to help them focus.
I mean, yeah, and everything's blinking all over the map because of all their infestation. This is kind of good, it kind of gives the Marines like, oh, hey, we gotta, clear that or whatever. Kind of, it's almost like more of a psychological thing. The infestation isn't doing much to those structures, but just seeing all the red blinking kind of throws you off a bit. Advanced armory now. Almost up. They're cutting the sys chain all over the place.
Weapons 3 going.
Oh, boy.
So they're really trying to ramp up that that pressure as much as possible. Now, look at this. The Fade should have called. Hey, I'm the only one here. Get in here and biobomb this phase gate.
Yeah.
The Fade could just sit there and make it a feed gate. Now you've got everybody here. This is what you need to do. Sacrifice the Gorge. They got an obs up as well. The phase gate went down to 2%. Finally goes down. Now you got a little bit of momentum here.
I think at this point, Jesus, just get everyone together. Start pile bombing like crazy in their base. But what's really great is I like the positioning here because obviously, you know, the observatory and the phase gate are well away from each other in terms of placement in NLG's base. So you can't, you know, you're going to have to decide which one you want to kind of focus down first.
They're at 1 RT as well, so they're really starving for res themselves. And
oh!
that's a fade. Yep.
There goes Kaku down. Shotgun blast to the face by Pauly.
Way overcommitted. Way overcommitted. And he, you know, ran out of energy. It's so easy to run out of energy as Fade. Math is working down here in repairs on the RT. He's going to just start going around the backside of the map as the Marines are totally only focused on keeping these phase gates up right now, which is something we see a lot from Marine teams.
I mean, at this point, they need to make sure they don't lose any other fades right now. They're really down on harvesters. The only thing I can see work at this point is if they commit all in, you know, all into a base rush. I mean, obviously, NLG can drop electrical core blueprint to kind of save themselves, but they're fighting a game that's just going downhill towards them. You know,
so Math has gone Gorge. He's through the tunnel.
It's kind of chilling.
I don't quite know what he's doing. I mean, I would have taken out Baywing and stuff first. Get them low on res so that you know that if he's med packing and stuff like that, that they're always low. And it looks like they're going to group up for a base hit here, but
with what? I mean, they got Alpha and Math and
they need skulks. I mean, they need that high damage output.
Yeah.
And they need a drifter in place. The commander needs to grow a drifter here too, so that if they can rush in and just hit
just go.
The chair. You know, the chair is wide open. You can really do some serious damage on the chair here.
2 Gorges now. Now, what are they going to do? Are they going to just let the Gorges go alone and continue trying to attack Organ, or force a beacon, force a phase gate so they can take out Organ, which, by the way, got, you know, reestablished so easily? I think they need to go for broke right now. Alpha almost down.
And Griff is in here in repairs.
Oh.
You know, again, he doesn't know that the tunnel's here.
Yep, and no scan has been put down in this room. 1 scan will ruin this entire strategy.
Well, at this point, they haven't even maximized on the strategy.
Yeah, I know. Like, this has been in place for quite a bit. Whether it'll work or not, I have no clue. I mean, you got now sentries going up in Oxy, sentries going up in Oregon. It's going to make it that much harder for MD to break that. I don't know what they're doing with this Gorge. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Everyone's going. Everyone's going. This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. And they got to go now. They got to go now. They got to go now.
Are they going to hit the power or are they going to hit the chair? They need to just hit the chair. The Marines are completely out of place.
Yep.
They're not by any other tech point. And
here they go.
Oh, but there's Griff. Griff is in base building the proto. They need to stop. No, they're not.
No!
Oh,
no! Oh, no! This is going to be bad.
They're all over the chair. The
Gorges
bomb's going
the
down.
chairs.
70%,
Yeah.
60%. They were all over the place. They lost the fade. They still don't know about the the tunnel though. So now if all those skulks can run through, if all of them can run through at 55%, they can. No, they shouldn't have GG.
Yeah, they could have done
still
one
in the
more.
Tunnel. Why would you GG?
They could have done one more. That was horrible timing.
I'm telling you, they could have done it.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, that is over. Next Level Gaming wins that, and we move into the next round.
2-1 territory. I mean, like we said, well.